Calibrating cybernetics.
Talk to him now.
AT, Andre.
Come on, Dre.
Yep.
Trippin with Let's Go.
Woo!
Trippin with Theobold.
What's your name?
Theo so bold.
Yeah.
Driggity. Let's go. Trippin with Theobold. Trippin.
What are we doing?
Trippin with Theobold.
Come on, Dre.
Yo, mic check, 1, 2, can you hear me? Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Trippin with Theobold. I'm your host, Andre Theobold. Welcome to the show. Glad you could tune in. Before you go any further, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, and do all that fun internet stuff like the old people say. Nose hair is messing with me again. Every time I start talking on this pod, man, my nose hairs, man, just start messing with me, man. Anywho, like I said, no booger sugar here, man. I'm booger sugar free. No booger sugar here. Okay, enough of that. Also, AT is where it's at on most forms of social media, so make sure you follow me. And yeah, so you know how we do over here in Trippin with Theobold land. Before we get started, we gotta get to the tongue twisties and make sure that, you know, the brain and the tongue are coordinated so there's little to no trippage during the show. Or minimal trippage, because, you know, we not perfect. Okay, you guys get the point. So you guys know how we do over here in Trippin with Theobold Studios. You can either read along with me or you can watch me struggle. The choice is yours. You always have a choice in Trippin with Theobold land. So here we go. Let's get started. Today's tongue twisty is brought to you by the letter G, because we gonna be talking about the golden bum and all that golden bum mumbo jumbo. So let's get to it. Here we go. Number 1. Gregory Grumble grew Greek. I'm messing this up. Gregory Grumble grew Greek. Gregory Grumble grew great Greek. Man, come on, Dre. Gregory Grumble grew great green Greek grapes. That's 1. Gregory Grumble grew great green Greek grapes. Last time. Gregory Grumble grew great. Gregory Grumble grew great green Greek grapes. Man, I struggled through that one. Number 2. Gus the Groundhog gathered goodies from Gail's garden. Gus the Groundhog gathered goodies from Gail's garden. Last time, last one. Gus the Groundhog gathered goodies from Gail's garden. Final tongue twisty. Greta Gruber grabbed a group of green grapes. Yeah, she be grabbing stuff, huh? Greta Gruber grabbed a group of green grapes. Last time, Greta Gruber grabbed a group of green grapes. And yay, the tongue twisters are done. Got that out the way. Now we can go ahead and get on with the topic of today's show. So today's topic has to do with all this golden bum mumbo jumbo talk, all this golden bum talk. If you follow me on social media, you guys know that I be making posts about trying to find the golden bum. And a lot of people are like, yo, what does that mean? What are you talking about? I got to go ahead and explain it. Okay, so here's how everything went down, right? So I made a post. Let me just go ahead and show y'all this right quick, right? So I made a post when I introduced this golden bum talk. And the way I introduced it with without any prefaced information, right? I didn't preface any information or anything, right? So what happened was, what had happened was I made the post and I lost like 10 followers in like 5 seconds. And I was like, man, what did I do? You know, and then I said, oh, maybe, okay, you'll see. So anyways, what happened was my golden bum prediction, or my golden bum candidate for the Chiefs and Ravens game, was Carson Steele, right? So when people saw golden bum and they saw me make this post, they thought, oh, okay, maybe they thought I was being racist, which I'm not. It has nothing to do with race. But people saw the golden hair and they saw the white boy and said, oh, okay, you picking on all the white boys. No, that's not what the golden bum is. Golden bum has nothing to do with race. Okay, so let me go ahead and just make sure we get that straight. All right. I'm gonna break down what the golden bum is, but I'm just giving you, context as to why I'm doing this episode, right? Um, so I made this post, like I said, lost like 10 followers or whatever, and then I said, oh shit, shoot, maybe okay, I can see how this can get misconstrued. So I went back and I tried to explain myself. And look, I don't like explaining myself, but in this case, I feel like I kind of have to. Okay, so as you guys know or may not know, well, I talk about it. I play a lot of daily fantasy sports, right? That's what I do. I'm a daily fantasy sports nerd. Like a lot of people, like some people play, Call of Duty. Some people play Madden. Everyone has their different vices, right? My vice is daily fantasy sports because I'm trying to get paid. I'm trying to tap out. I'm trying to get this money quick. I'm trying to build this money up quick so I can be in a position to where I can talk more free, because as you guys know, I work. I have a job. I have a 9 to 5. I don't mind it. I don't like, I don't have any problems with 9 to 5s. I just know the game, right? End of the day, if you want to get this check, you got to do what they say and you got to bite your tongue, and I'm at the age where I'm like, man, I'm tired of biting my tongue. I want to talk more free. I want to be free, but also I want to get paid. I want to make sure I don't mess up my finances, so my goal with daily fantasy sports, man, is I'm trying to build up this money so I can talk freer, right? Like I'm not reckless. I'm not like some like radical. I'm not trying to, what's the word I'm trying to use? I'm not trying to be a dictator. None of that. I'm trying to just, I'm trying to just be free and live life, man. So DraftKings is my way out. So I play a lot of daily fantasy sports. I play baseball. I play football. I play basketball. I play all of it. I'm very careful though. I make sure I don't go overboard. I chump change. Like I use chump change, right? I use $5, like $5 here, $1 there, for a chance to win 1,000, for a chance to win, a couple thousand, sometimes every now and again when I'm winning and I'm doing good and I'm playing with house money, I'll play for the millie, right? But this is what I do. So, so for those of you that don't know how fantasy sports works or how daily fantasy sports work, basically what you do is you sign up for the app, you download the app, and you find a tournament that you want to get in, and then what happens is they give you a fake budget of $50,000, and with that budget, you have to pick the players that you think are going to score the most points while staying under budget. And then whoever has the most points wins money in that pot, right? So that's what this is all about. So, long story short, like I said, I'm tired of trading time for money. I'm trying to get hot and I'm trying to tap out. I'm trying to just hit this. By the end of the year, I'm gonna hit this millie. I'm speaking into existence. I'm hitting a couple millies this year. It's gonna happen. I'm speaking into existence. I'm gonna hit a couple millie makers this year. And then I'm gonna do another episode on how to collect your money, because I know some people that won, a couple thousand here and there, and they were saying it took them a year to get their money. But that's neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and stay focused on the show. So, let me go ahead and break down this whole golden bum talk, okay? So, in order to understand what the golden bum is, or what my golden bum is, you have to understand what the perfect lineup is. Okay, so what you're looking at right now are the perfect lineups for the past 3 games, right? So you got the Eagles and the Packers. They played over in Brazil on Friday night. You got the Ravens and the Chiefs. They played on Thursday night, the season opener or the kickoff opener, and then you got the Lions and the Rams that just played. So what you're looking at right now are the perfect lineups, right? I study perfect lineups. That's what I do. I study who was in the perfect lineup. So if you look at the top, you'll see the salary spent. So for the Packers and Eagles game, the salary spent was $50,000, which meant that they used, or the perfect lineup consisted of using the whole $50,000. And then the max points that was gained with this lineup was 156.67. And then you got the 6 players that with their salaries that add up to $50,000, right? If you look at the Ravens and the Chiefs game, only $4,700 was used out of the 50,000. And if you look at the Lions and Rams, only 43,000 was used, right? I think last time I said what I say. Yeah, 47,000 was used for the Ravens and the Chiefs, and then 43,000 was used for the Rams and the Lions, right? So now that you understand what the perfect lineup is, now I can get into what the golden bum is, right? So the golden bum, look, if you're an athlete and you're watching this, don't get offended if you happen to make my golden bum candidate list. The golden bum has nothing to do with ability or intellect. It has nothing to do with that. Look, I know, look, I'm talking to the athletes right now, okay? Look, I know you're not a bum, right? You're making way more money than I'm making. You're way better than I am in the sport that you're playing, right? So you're not a bum like in real life. I know that. You're not a bum in real life. But according to how DraftKings and daily fantasy sports sites price you, you a bum, right? Like, look, if the average salary of a player is $5,000 and your ass is $200, yo, you a bum according to DraftKings, right? So look, it has nothing to do with skill. I'm not saying that you're not talented or you're not this or not that. I'm just saying, look, according to how DraftKings priced you, you a bum. So if you get mad, look, don't get mad at me, get mad at DraftKings. Or get mad in practice and get better so DraftKings will price you higher, right? But it has nothing to do with your ability or like your talent level. It's just how DraftKings has priced you, right? My job is to fish for the golden bum, and I'm looking for you. I'm looking for you to put in my lineup so I can get this money and get paid and be free. Like Dr. Togo said. Dr. Togo got this song, Be Free. I love that song. Dr. Togo. Okay, let me stay on task. Okay, so here we go. Let's look at some of the golden bums that we've had thus far, right? So let's start with this Lions and Rams game, right? So let me actually show you, let me actually just do this right quick. Let me just show you kind of not the process, but let me just show y'all this right quick. Before I go any further, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, do all that fun internet stuff like the old people say. All right, here we go. Boom. Like my Uncle Sammy said, R.I.P. Okay, so, all right, so what you're looking at right now is the total list of like, these are all the players you can pick from, right? And these are highlighted in blue because I like some of these. I actually liked these players before I picked them in my lineup, right? It's just a tool, right? Basically, it's a marker to let me know whom I like who I like, so I can filter on that later. But anyways, as you see right now, I have it sorted on salary. So Amon-Ra St. Brown was the most expensive player at $11,000, and then the cheapest player with a projection. Right, the cheapest player with a projection was Hunter Long, tight end 3, Hunter Long, right? So my rule is this, right? If you're $3,900 or less, and I put you in my lineup, or if you're $3,900 or less, and you make the perfect lineup, you the golden bum. Like people, like you had to be picked in order to win the tournament. All right, so right now the golden bum line, and look, defenses to me don't count as golden bums. Like a bum has to be an individual. So, and look, I might change that rule up later, but right now it's an individual, right? So right now, Colby Parkinson, or the golden bum line starts with Colby Parkinson, because he's only $3,200. All right, so that's one criteria. Either either you have to be in the $3,900 range, or you have to be in the single digits of projected ownership and or single digits of projected ownership. Okay, so for example, let me sort on projected ownership right quick. And when I sort on projected ownership, you see Matt Stafford was the most projected to be owned at 76.7%, and the least projected, or the least projected owned, was Craig Reynolds at 1.6%. All right, so now I'm going to actually look at the golden or the perfect lineup for that game, right? So if you look at the perfect lineup for that game, you'll see the cheapest person on that list was $200. So Tyler Johnson, hey, you are a talented receiver, nothing against you, but the way DraftKings priced you, you were the golden bum for the night. You were the golden bum in this perfect lineup, right? $200. And look, he wasn't even projected to be owned, right? So I know for a fact, because when I played in this tournament, nobody picked, well, I'm not gonna say nobody picked him, but the winner that won this didn't even have Tyler Johnson as or in their lineups. So that was pretty interesting. And then on top of that, I think Jameson Williams was the captain. Forgot to mention that. The tournament that I'm playing in, or that I play in a lot for individual games, is called the Captain Showdown mode. And the way it works is you have to pay 1.5 times the price for the captain to get 1.5 times the points. And then you have to so basically you have to manage your budget accordingly, right? So whoever you pick as your captain, you're going to spend 1.5 times the amount for salary to get 1.5 times the amount of points. And then you have to then pick all the rest of your other players. All right. So the golden bum in this lineup was Tyler Johnson. So I made a post. Let me see if I can find this post right quick. I made a post where what I typically do is I like to give my predictions, or I call them the golden bum candidates, right? So you see right here, these were my golden bum candidates for that game. It was Davis Allen at the lower right. Then it was Khalif Raymond from the Lions, Tutu Atwell, and then the rookie kicker, right? So those were my golden bum candidates for the night. But as you see, let's actually take a look to see what those guys did. So yeah, so for the kicker, what's his name? He was from Stanford. Josh Carty, right? So Josh Carty was who I had. So the 4 people I picked for my golden bum candidates were Joshua Carty, Davis Allen, and then I believe I picked Khalif Raymond and Tutu Atwell, right? So if you look at Tutu Atwell, he was $2,400 at 2.3% owned. I'm not going to tell you why, because I'm giving away I'm not going to give away all my secrets, but I'm just telling you I'm just telling you what the golden bum means. All right. Davis Allen was $1,600 at 9.7% projected ownership. Khalif Raymond was $2,800 at 27.3% ownership, right? So if he was $4,000 or more, and if he was you know what? I'm going to change my rule up. The golden bum is just the cheapest person in the perfect lineup. How about that? Let's just keep it simple. Because if I get into all the combinations of, oh, well, if he's under this, if you're the cheapest person in the lineup, you the golden bum. That's simple. So yeah, that's what it is. So let me go ahead and just show you all the rest of these other lists right quick. So for example, in the Packers and Eagles game, the golden bum would have been the cheapest dude. So I'd go money first. Then if the price is tied, then I look at projected ownership. So the golden bum in this perfect lineup is Braden Narveson, the kicker from Green Bay, because he was the cheapest one pick at $4,400. Now, if Jake Elliott was also $4,400, Jake Elliott would be the golden bum because he has the lower percent ownership. All right, real simple. We got to simplify things over here, man. It's real simple. The golden bum is the cheapest dude in the lineup that is in the perfect lineup. Oh, okay, so in the Ravens-Chiefs game, the golden bum was Isaiah Likely. Even though he was 24% projected, even though he was projected to be 24% owned, he's still the golden bum because he was only $2,600. And not only that, he was the captain, which is crazy. Like, a lot of times golden bums don't make captain, which was amazing. So Isaiah Likely is probably not going to be priced the way he's going to be priced all season. He's probably not going to be priced this low all season due to his ceiling. And then the golden bum, like we said before, for the Lions and Rams game was Tyler Johnson because he's only $200. He was the cheapest. And he wasn't even owned, or he wasn't projected to be owned. So that's the golden bum episode, man. Real simple, you know? Has nothing to do with race, has nothing to do with actual talent level or ability. It's just how the fantasy sites price the players. That's all it is. All right. So look, if you're a professional athlete and you come across this page, or you come across the golden bum, or me calling you a golden bum, or labeling you as a golden bum candidate, if you don't like that term, don't get mad at me. Get mad at DraftKings. I mean, look at how they priced you. Tyler Johnson. If you get mad at me, look at how DraftKings priced you. Disrespectful. $200. $200, man. Don't get mad at me. I'm just looking at the numbers. At the end of the day, at the end of the day, they could put they could put unique identifier, like instead of putting names down, they could put like a unique number string. I'm looking at the dollar amount tied to that number string. So it's not personal. It's just, I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking at the data. That's all it is. That's all it is, man. Yeah, before I go any further, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, do all that fun internet stuff like the old people say. But before I go, like I said, man, I'm speaking it into existence, man. This season, this NFL season, I'm winning a couple millies. I'm winning a couple milli makers, man. It's gonna happen. And when I do, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna sit back and just chill. When you guys see me relaxed and I'm chilling, like you can see it in my face. When you see me relaxed, just know that I probably hit a milli or two. I probably hit a milli, you know? And then I thought about this, like, what's the first thing I would do? Like, who would I tell and why? Like, if I won the milli, I wouldn't tell nobody, yo. I'm sorry. That's just how I roll, man. I wouldn't tell anybody. I would keep that joint quiet because I would be free, you know? I'm free to help who I want to help. I'm free to navigate. I'm free to move around, you know? If a job wants to lay me off, no big deal. No problem. Like Theo said back on the Cosby Show, no problem. That's how I want to be. Yo, Dre, hey, man, we laying you off. No problem. That's how I want to be, man. You know? Yeah, like I want to just, so I wouldn't tell anybody because I think it's a personal thing, man. It's just personal, you know? But I'm going to hit a couple, I'm speaking it into existence. I'm going to hit a couple millies. It's going to happen this season, man. I have a strategy. I did my analytics. I have an approach, and I'm feeling very, very confident in my approach. You know what I'm saying? Feeling very confident. But remember, if you guys are playing daily fantasy sports and you're playing, the Captain Showdown mode, or if you're playing anything, man, you gotta find the golden bums. You gotta fish for the golden bums. If you don't know how to identify, if you're not looking for the golden bum, you probably it ain't gonna line up for you. You gotta find the golden bum, right? That's what we do over here in Trippin with Theobold, man. We fishing for bums. We fishing for them, you know. And then what else? The first thing I would do, like, if I like won, if I won a milli, the first thing I would do, man, is I would probably do an episode on the process. Well, no, I wouldn't do that because, well, the first thing I would do is I would cash out. I would cash out and probably leave 10% because I gotta, you gotta reinvest to, keep the party going. But I would cash out, and then I would get my I'll probably get a couple bank accounts open because you gotta know how banks work and how the FDIC and all that work, right? Because FDIC insures money up to $250,000. So I probably would I would just take whatever money I got because Uncle Sam may take state and or he's gonna at some point Uncle Sam is gonna take state and federal taxes, but he might only take out one or the other. And if he does, I would just get the money and just have it to where either I put it in a CD. Well, no, you can't put that much into it. Well, long story short, what I would do is I would open up different credit union accounts. I don't mess with big banks, man. Fuck a big bank. Like them big banks are terrible, charging fees for taking out my money. Nah, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna open up like 4 or 5 credit unions to where I can put in 200,000 in each one, because I want to make sure my money stays insured, and then if I get interest, here's the thing, right? Like the amount of interest I'm going to gain on that kind of money in a credit union won't get anywhere near close to $250,000. But just to be safe, I want to make sure that I'm well below that FDIC maximum, because I want my money to be insured. And then I would let it sit. I wouldn't touch it because I want to make sure I know what I owe Uncle Sam. A lot of people, when they get money, they want to hurry up and spend it, and they don't know what they're spending, right? Okay, enough of this. I'm not talking about finances. This is not the point of the episode. The point of the episode was to explain what the golden bum is, and I did that. So if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any comments, put it in the comment section below. Let me know what your thoughts are. Like, what are your thoughts? How do you feel about, like, am I wrong for calling people or players the golden bum? Am I wrong for that? I want to know. I mean, I just want to know to make conversation. I'm not going to change what I'm doing. I'm not going to change because it's not offensive, Or if it's offensive, you tell me why after you've listened to my rationale. But anyways, that's it for the episode. Make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tell a friend to tell a friend, do all that fun internet stuff like the old people say. And without further ado, I'm out of here, folks. Peace. Yep. Trippin with Theobold.
Let's go.
Caliente.
Trippin. Yep. Trippin. Trippin with Theobold.
Trippin with Theobold.